we are again. It's lockdown lesson time, and you've got Vicky and Amy from PolicyBee. Since our chat last week, we've been getting quite a few questions from small businesses that have employees, and they're wondering what risks they could be exposed to. So the first one, Amy, that we kind of need to make sure that we talk about is that every business with employees must have employer's liability insurance.
Yeah, exactly. So as we've discussed before, if you're a limited company and you've got employees, it's a legal requirement to have the employer's liability. The employer's liability covers you for accidental injuries in the workplace. So for example, if an employee was to trip over a wire or have a slip on some fluid on the floor and make a claim against your employer as a result of that injury. One thing that it doesn't cover you for under this section is employment disputes. So this would be, say, if an employee was to accuse a manager of something like a wrongful dismissal, harassment, discrimination, or even just general HR queries or issues.
Is there cover available for that kind of stuff?
Yeah, sure. So this cover actually falls under another section of cover, which is directors and officers liability, also known as D&O. Now, this cover can be put in place to protect anyone who may be part of like the decision-making process within the company. So this could be directors, partners, managers, even shareholders. And if a claim is made against them for what is deemed a wrongful act, this is where it's all associated with the directors and officers. And employment practices liability, also known as EPL or EPLI, is more specific to claims in relation to employee disputes.
Okay, so to help out the people that are watching, have you got an example of a claim that would fall under the employment practices liability insurance or EPLI?
Yeah, sure. So we were having a discussion about this earlier, and one good example would be, say, if there was some redundancies going on in the company, and if, for example, that employee had some discrepancies or wasn't happy with the way the redundancy was handled, this is where a claim could arise against someone making that decision in the company under the EPLI cover. And I meant to say, there's such a long cover to go into, and there's lots of advice on our website, and I appreciate it can be quite a complex cover to go into. So please feel free to get in touch either on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or as always, we're always happy to help here. So please feel free to give us a call.
Okay, great. Okay, so to sum up for everyone, any business that has employees has a legal requirement to have employer's liability insurance. But if you're looking to cover employment disputes, then you really need to be thinking more around your employment practices liability insurance, or you might hear it called PLI, which actually falls under or part of a broader cover called directors and officers insurance. So like Amy said, it's quite a complex cover. So please get in touch if you've got any questions, and me and Amy will talk to you again really soon. Thanks, Amy. We'll chat to you later.
Thank you.